Little Pressure Washing here, guys. We just got through eating some Firehouse subs. I got Sadie with me right here. We're about to go drop some chemicals off at UPS. About to go do a house wash and then a concrete slab wash and then do an exterior cleaning at another place and do 3 quotes. We're on our way to the first house wash of the day. We quoted this the other day in a couple videos back and we landed it. Praise God, all glory to Him. We're gonna do the house wash, the shop wash, and the 2 concrete sections. Praise God, we've been busy, and it is amazing. So yeah, we're able to serve the community and provide them with clean homes. We're out here on a house quote. We were referred to them by the neighbor across the street. I'm gonna do a good job and people refer you. Nothing like boots on the ground. Got a nice shop here. I think they said, don't worry about the back side, just worry about the front side. So it looks like a little bit of algae and dirt underneath and algae along this line right here. All right, we'll walk around the back here. When you're dealing with koi ponds, and make sure you cover the koi pond. You do not want to get any SH in there. You can put a tarp over it and clamp it so nothing will get in there. There's some beautiful koi fish. So we're gonna be cleaning all this algae and dust up along here, along the gutters and the downspouts. What is it, buddy? What is it? So, there's a lot of stuff to move here. So we can either move it, which I don't like moving because insurance purposes, you cover it with a tarp. It's back here. I think they have a dog in there that won't let it escape. That's why they got that down there like that. Up under here, always hit the windows as well. We did that house over there before right there. Like, I ain't nobody messing with my daddy. No ma'am or no sir, ain't that right? Ain't that right? What's up today? I was in my studio downstairs and dad burn it. I forgot to put the cap back on, so I got to order the cap. The cap fell off. I was hoping it fell down in here. I'm going to retrace my trip on the way home this evening and over the weekend, see if I can find it. I think I've looked up there under $20 for a replacement, so no big deal on that. We submitted the quote. The homeowner reached back out within the hour, confirmed it. It's on the schedule. Guys, we started the timer. We have filling up the tanks. We have no water, so we're going to fill that up. We do have 85 gallons of water in there, so we'll be able to start right on that shop and then the house. And the last thing we're going to be doing is concrete. That's where that's going to be filling up. We're going to start putting the chemical on the buildings and then work our way down to the concrete. Let's go. We're going to be applying a 2% mix on this with our soap dialed in at a 1, SH at a 2. Algae is mostly on the north side. This is the south side, so you'll see it as we come around. Soap coming through less than a minute it takes to run its course. See the soap coming through now? Work our way at the top, all the way down. Using our Little's Pressure Washing Hammerhead House Wash, Green Apple, and then we're using our Little's Pressure Washing Mako Maximizer that holds the SH to the wall and lets it stick. See how it's sticking up there? That Mako Maximizer allows it to stick, and the Hammerhead House Wash gives it the fragrance, so it's sticking and it's smelling good and it's cleaning. Triple whammy. Go ahead and hit some SH and surfactant and clean on some little special washing onto this concrete pad. We're gonna allow it to set while we go over there and wash the home. So we start right here. You can see the algae melting off, and you see how the chemicals just stick. That Mako Maximizer just lets it stick. It's not running. So it's sticking up there and it smells good. And look, it's killing the algae, guys. Working our way around. You can see that chemical sitting up there. It's not coming off, allowing it to work. It's not coming off and falling, making you wash it several times. We've been working on chemicals for over a year, and it's always patience, man. It's like there's a lot of other things to work on, but we don't bring it to the public until it's ready. See how good that came off? Little's Pressure Washing Mako Maximizer Bleach Additive and Little's Pressure Washing Hammerhead House Wash Surfactant. It gave it a nice fresh smell. You can even smell the SH, and it allowed it to clean. And look how this is coming right off. It's all about having the right chemicals, guys. I'm working on the website, getting the shipping worked out. Stay tuned for that. Looks amazing. It's never been washed. Going back and forth, rinsing. You couldn't even see the soap before. That's that Mako Maximizer that we carry. A little special washing Mako Maximizer. And with a little bit of house wash. Hammerhead House Wash. It's all shark related. Hammerhead House Wash. It's green apple. It's really strong. It smells really good. It's real thick. Get your bang for your buck. Shop looks brand new again, and we're working on the surface cleaning now. This is coming up easily. We ain't using no degreaser. There's no grease out here. This is just algae. We're using little pressure wash and Mako Maximizer, hammerhead house wash, even though it's on concrete. To kind of cover that SH smell, and SH 12.5 at a 2%. Look, we've been here an hour and a half. We would have been done technically. We just ran out of water. So this is the last part right here. We've already done that concrete pad up there. So this is the last part, and we had to stop and let the water fill up. And it's just one of those videos where you jump out and everything's good, and then everything goes south. So we ran out of water. The water can't keep up with the machine. That's always our issue. When we only have 8 gallons a minute, but you know, it's just most people's water don't keep up with that. But in rural areas, not cities, a little better. But I go to crank the machine back on, and the battery's dead. So we got to roll up, go finish our stuff, our accounting, our stuff at the bank, dropping off checks, picking up checks, all that good stuff, and then get a new battery and come back here. So it's just one of those days, guys. This is the part that, you know, a lot of people won't show you, but this is it. So right here, we only like this bit, and we've already done the house, the shop, the concrete pad, the porches. Just this little bit, guys. It is what it is. Let's roll this thing up. Keeping the old battery, but I bought a new one. This is the old one. We're going to replace it with a new one and go charge this at the shop. We just went to another quote and knocked it out the park. Awesome people down from Illinois. They live down here now. Their son lives next door. They have 2 properties. So we got this on the schedule for next week. So we got 2 approved today. And yeah, we'll be doing both of those next week. And now we're going to go back that one house out today. If not, we're going to do it tomorrow. I'd like to get it done today so I don't have to do nothing tomorrow besides administrative work. As you see all those pine needles on top of the shed, that was not part of the quote. It wasn't even mentioned. Had it been in the quote, I would have done it before we did the shop. But the homeowner wants that to be done, and he was on the impression it was part of the quote. We already did the concrete as well, so let's talk about it. So these pine needles are super thick and heavy, and we're not ever going to walk on a metal roof, guys. So he wants these off the top of the roof. He wants the roof washed. We didn't talk about it, but we're going to go ahead and do this because we're going to eat this one. But the roof is not even discussed. We even washed the roof. We got to clean about 500 pounds of pine needles from under. I blew them all on the other side, and now we're going to blow them on this side. As you can see, I already washed this building. I wouldn't have washed it had I only wanted the roof washed. But you live and you learn, guys. You live and you learn. We're going to chalk this up to a misunderstanding. We're going to eat this. We're going to do this free of charge for the customer. And going forward, we're going to make sure our systems in Jobber are very specific down to every little minute detail. The roof was never discussed at any point in the quoting process or any of the phone calls until when we went to town to get the battery and said we're almost done besides the concrete. The customer came outside and asked if we were going to hit the top of the roof and thought it was included in the shop price. And we said no, but we'll go ahead and knock it out for him. So now we've knocked most of these pine needles off. We're hitting it with a 4%. We're going to let that work, come back and rinse it. This has been the dirtiest, absolutely dirtiest shop we've ever cleaned on the roof. Like I said, this wasn't even part of the quote. I went and bought a ladder and everything. I didn't have any of my ladders with me, so I went to town. I bought a new battery. I bought a new ladder, all to do this job. I want to get this job behind me. I'm just going to eat this one. We're not even going to charge for this. We're just going to throw it in, chalk it up to a misunderstanding. But we're simply going to improve our Jobber details on our line descriptions. All right, guys, we've been out here. It is a little after 500 pounds of leaves on it. It's been 10 years since they cleaned it. So we cleaned all the leaves. We were able to get all the leaves off the top of that. Remember all those that's like 500 pounds of pine needles. We got all the pine needles off the top. You can actually see the roof is white now. We were blowing it over, back, back and forth, because it was landing right here. And even with going up that way, and no matter how you do it, it was this thick of pine needles. We were able to get it off, guys. We got it washed and rinsed. Now we're gonna go over to the other side And the other side's done as well. We're just gonna make sure it looks spiffy. We're not gonna charge for this, guys. This is a learning lesson right here. Lesson learned, no big deal. We learned a lesson from this. We're going to go into the jobber and specify that a shop wash or house wash does not include the roof wash. Or even though it should be self-explanatory, you got to make sure everything is in fine detail so there's no misunderstandings. At the end of the day, you want to treat every customer like family. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt, and you want to do excellent work. Your reputation is all you have. So you're not going to win them all. You're going to lose some, but always do a great job. You can see the roof is completely washed. There's no algae, just these pine needles. We blow them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But out there was black. All of that thickness is gone. Now we're just rinsing. Trying to get these to come off. Like I said, it's just back and forth, back and forth. Trying to get these off. All right, guys, we got all of the leaves off of here, all the way over to here. So everything, there's still debris on here. It's going to rinse off. The roof is actually cleaned, and yeah, the pine needles are off of it. So sore and ready for this day to be over with and be home with my family, guys. I can't stress it enough. We're going to surface clean this last bit right here. We're going to go back and forth and crisscross it so we leave no lines. And then once we get this done, we'll be able to wrap it up, hopefully get out of here around 9 o'clock. Threw in this walkway for free, and of course the front and back porch came with the wash job. Like I said, this is just one of those days where everything goes wrong, but the quicker we can get it done, the quicker we can go to the house and get this day over with. It's a big learning lesson, and what I found out is you're not always going to hit home runs. There's going to be days like this. You got to take the good with the bad and keep a positive mindset. That's what you got to do. I'm going to show you the good and the bad. You know, most people wouldn't show this video, but I'm going to show you the good and the bad because everything's not butterflies and rainbows. This is a major learning lesson, and we learned a lot from them. That's what's important. All right, guys, we got it looking good. We got all the concrete cleaned down here, porch cleaned. So we got this cleaned up, the concrete pad. Got the entire building washed. It's 9:15. It's been a rough day. We're gonna call it a day. Take the weekend off. I'll talk to you guys here in a truck. We're gonna get the payment. All right, guys, it's 10:45. I just left the gym. I know I shouldn't be eating McDonald's, but I haven't ate lunch or dinner, so I'm eating. We're gonna head home. We'll get home probably in an hour, so right before midnight. It's been a long day. I want to encourage you guys to make sure you press the like button. It really helps the channel, and make sure you're subscribed. I show you the good and the bad, not just the butterflies and rainbows, because you know what? There's going to be days like this. Friday's usually a light day, and it's happened to be the worst day of the last couple weeks, but it could be worse. I'm alive. I'm blessed. I'm able to put food in my family's bellies and a roof over their head, so praise God. So, guys, remember, it can always be worse, all right? When you're going through bad, just keep on going. It can always be worse. And, yeah, I just want to encourage you guys, hit the like button. God bless you guys. People over profits. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go.